I don't think I'm going to use the mic either. Can everyone in the back hear me pretty well too?
What?
Awesome. Hi, my name is Collin MacGregor. I'm a fourth-year aerospace grad student at Cal. Oh God, it started.
Oh wait.
I think it's going now.
Okay.
No.
No.
When you go to start it, then it starts counting down because I use my first slide as a timer.
Good.
Cool. My name is Collin MacGregor. I'm a fourth-year aerospace grad student here at Cal Poly. I want to thank everyone from Open House for being here today to support Ignite. And I'm going to talk about navigating new neighborhoods as a non-resident. What does that mean? Well, originally I am from Dallas, Texas. I am an out-of-state student. Are there any out-of-state people in the audience? Yeah. Cool, perfect. You're like me, I'm kind of. I had a lot of options when I went to school. Long story short, I fell in love with Cal Poly after visiting the campus. However, when I picked college, I had to go with the assumption that I would be paying for most of my way through school. I had to plan a whole lot out in advance. The main financial factor that led to me selecting Cal Poly, though, was the fact that I could get residency in 1 year after meeting a bunch of various requirements for their needs. However, like all best laid schemes, you know, it doesn't always work out. But the rules at the time were I would have to go move to California one way, change my driver's license, vote in elections, register a vehicle, get a California bank account, provide my taxes, get taken off my parents' taxes, live there for a year, get a job over the summer, and do all of this crazy stuff, which I did. I moved to California with my family. We drove out here in fall, like we always road trip. And I started knocking off the things on that list, hunky-dory, no problem, starting school, freshman year. And freshman year was a whole lot of fun. I had a great time in college that year. I made a lot of friends. I really got to enjoy the Central Coast. And words of advice is go to office hours. Your teachers are really helpful. Go join engineering design clubs. You can learn so much so early on in your college career. However, 2008 also happened to coincide with a huge financial crisis. Unemployment rose, homes were foreclosed, and newscasters babbled in front of downward graphs. The state of California experienced a humongous budget shortfall, and this was a gigantic problem. However, ignorant of all these macroeconomic phenomena, I went and got an awesome job. I drove dump trucks and moved forklifts and other farm equipment, and I literally hauled manure tons of manure for the College of Agriculture. It was great. But then disaster struck. I checked the website in about July. The rules had all changed to 3 years. Everything was 3 years long now. I would have to pay my parents' taxes for 3 years. I would have to live in California for 3 years. This was different. This was not something I had planned for. I realized that I was grieving now. I went through the 5 stages of grief. Originally my plan was 1 year. I could maybe swing 2 if things went awry. 3, that's different ballgame. But you know, I tried to accept the fact that maybe I'll be grandfathered in. Maybe it won't involve me. But no, I was wrong. They denied my request. But they said I could appeal it, and appeal I did. I went to a law library, I looked through education code, and I submitted a 96-page binder of documents. And I shipped that down to CSU Long Beach, to the Chancellor's office. They rejected me, of course, because the CSU system really needed my money. So, okay, I need an education, so you can take my money, no problem. And I realized it would not be until fall of my senior year that I would get residency. And that was a problem. I mean, you know, I would have to go through a lot of hardship. But I kept calm and I carried on. And I had a really great support network of friends and family and mentors that I maintained out in California. And I really am grateful for all of their help. And the following years, you know, went on in a very hectic fashion. I was an RA for a year to help pay for school. I got a great job at a job in town called iFixit. And I worked on engineering design projects and had a really awesome time. I was just really busy, whatever. But then fall rolled around this year. My 3 years were up. I was ready to submit my application. However, depressingly, I received more bad news. I would have to be in California for 3 full tax years. So I would not get it until spring, which was a problem. I talked to my dad and he had an epiphany. No, you don't. You just gotta wait till January. That's when the new federal tax year rolls around. So I was happy. Submitted my paperwork, hunky-dory, got it in for winter and spring. Much celebration ensued, and I was a resident of California. So, I mean, long story short, I moved to California. I'm pursuing the grad program like I originally thought I couldn't if I didn't get residency. And you sort of just have to go through life expecting not everything to go the way you want it. But that's okay, because you should accept failure and setbacks in your life. From an engineering standpoint, failure provides you with really good data points that you can then use to help you on your next attempt, because you have a better idea of the system and what's going on. So, I mean, despite all this, I don't want to scare all of you out there about this. If Doc Brown showed up and said, hey, you can go to another college, no timeline, time travel, paradox things will ensue at all, no way. I would still probably go this route all the way. Everything I learned was fantastic. And I just want to end on one note. Go out there and do the things that you want to do. And I'll use my favorite quote from Theodore von Karman. Scientists examine the world as it is, but engineers create the world that never was. Woo.